Hello, friends. In this two-part series on Punjab, we will attempt to understand the land, its people, and at least the rudiments of its history. From the fertile lands where the Indus Valley civilization took roots over 5,000 years ago to the modern crossroads straddling India and Pakistan, Punjab has endured as an indelible cornerstone of South Asian history and culture. As the region's rich ancient legacy collides with 21st century realities, Punjab finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with social challenges that belie its storied past. This exploration of Punjab's origins and modern struggles unearths the resilience of a land and people who have shaped the course of civilizations. Nestled amid the towering mountain ranges that straddle the crossroads of South and Central Asia lies the fertile expanse of Punjab, a region aptly named the land of five rivers. For millennia, this verdant terrain has borne witness to an intricate tapestry of cultures, empires, and ideologies, each leaving an indelible mark on its soil. Punjab's strategic location at the confluence of ancient trade routes and migration pathways has made it a crucible of civilizations, a melting pot where diverse influences have converged, clashed, and synthesized into a unique and enduring regional identity. From the earliest urban settlements of the Indus Valley civilization to the dawn of the modern nation states of India and Pakistan, the story of Punjab encapsulates the essence of the South Asian experience, a saga of continuous cultural coalitions, religious transformations, and political upheavals. Unpacking this rich and complex narrative not only illuminates the multifaceted tapestry of Punjab's past, but also offers a microcosmic lens through which to understand the broader historical currents that have shaped the Indian subcontinent. The earliest chapters of Punjab's storied history are etched into the remnants of Indus Valley civilization, of Bronze Age urban culture that flourished along the banks of the Indus River and its tributaries between 3300 and 1300 BCE or before Christian era. Archaeological excavations at sites like Harappa and Ropar have revealed a highly advanced society characterized by meticulous urban planning, sophisticated sanitation systems, and exquisite craftsmanship in pottery, jewelry, and seal making. The Indus Valley civilization was not merely an isolated phenomenon but a pivotal node in a vast network of trade and cultural exchange that stretched from Mesopotamia to Central Asia. Artifacts and archaeological evidence suggest that the urban centers of the Indus Valley were deeply integrated into contemporaneous Bronze Age cultures, facilitating the flow of goods, ideas, and technologies across vast swathes of the ancient world. As the curtain fell on the Indus Valley civilization, the Punjab region witnessed the gradual influx of Aryan tribes from the northwest, ushering in the Vedic age. This period, spanning from approximately 1500 BCE to 500 BCE, witnessed the emergence of the foundational texts of Hinduism, the Vedas, and the development of a complex socio-religious system centered on rituals, sacrifices, and worship of a pantheon of deities. The Vedic people, whose presence in Punjab is attested by references to the Saraswati River and the Kuru and Bharata tribes, laid the groundwork for subsequent flourishing of Indian civilization in the region. Their religious practices, social structures, and economic activities would profoundly shape the cultural fabric of Punjab for centuries to come. As the Vedic age gave way to the era of classical antiquity, Punjab found itself at the epicenter of a series of great empires that rose and fell, each leaving an indelible mark on the region's cultural and political landscape. In the 6th century BCE, the Persian Empire under Cyrus the Great extended the reach into Punjab, incorporating the region into its vast territorial holdings. This period witnessed new cultural influences as well as the recruitment of Punjabi mercenaries into the Achaemenid armies. The next major imperial force to exert its influence over Punjab was the Mauryan Empire founded by Chandragupta Maurya in 322 BCE. Under the reign of Ashoka, Buddhism gained a foothold in the region, with the emperor's rock edicts and stupas serving as enduring reminders of the faith spread across Punjab and beyond. Perhaps one of the most dramatic episodes of Punjab's ancient history was the invasion of Macedonia's Alexander in 326 BCE. The Macedonian conquerors' armies swept through the region, encountering fierce resistance from local rulers like Porus, but ultimately establishing a short lived Greco Bactrian presence that left its mark on the cultural and architectural tapestry of Punjab. As the classical era drew to a close, the region witnessed the rise and fall of various indigenous dynasties, including the Indo-Parthian and Indo-Scythian kingdoms, each contributing to the rich tapestry of cultural influences that would shape Punjab's identity in the centuries to come. The medieval era ushered in a profound transformation in Punjab's religious and cultural landscape with Islamic rule. In the 8th century CE or Christian era, the Umayyad armies conquered the region, paving the way for the gradual integration of Punjab into the broader sphere of Indo-Islamic civilization. Over the next several centuries, Punjab would find itself at the forefront of successive Muslim dynasties, serving as a strategic frontier and springboard to expand empires like the Delhi Sultanate, the Mughals, the Suris, and the Durranis. This period witnessed the flourishing of Islamic arts, literature, and architecture, as well as the growth of Sufi traditions and the emergence of syncretic religious movements that blended Hindu and Islamic influences. It was against this backdrop that the Sikh faith took root in the 15th century, founded by Guru Nanak in the heartland of Punjab. Sikhism, with its emphasis on monotheism, equality, and spiritual enlightenment, resonated deeply with the region's diverse populace, offering a distinctive synthesis of Hindu and Islamic traditions. Over the course of the next 3 centuries, the Sikh gurus and their followers would establish a powerful religious and political presence in Punjab, culminating in the formation of the Khalsa order and the rise of the Sikh missiles or missiles. These missiles were autonomous military units that would eventually coalesce into the formidable Sikh empire under the leadership of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. The reign of Ranjit Singh, which spanned from 1801 to 1839, marked a brief but meteoric era of Sikh dominance in Punjab, with the empire extending its reach from the Khyber Pass to the borders of Kashmir. This period of relative stability and prosperity fostered a vibrant cultural renaissance, with Lahore serving as the epicenter of artistic, literary, and architectural achievements that embodied the syncretic spirit of the Sikh tradition. The trajectory of Punjab's history took a dramatic turn in the 19th century with the British East India Company. In 1849, after a series of Anglo-Sikh wars, the company annexed the region, ushering a new era of colonial rule that would profoundly shape the social, economic, and political fabric of Punjab. Under the British Raj, Punjab assumed a pivotal strategic role as the sword arm of the empire, with a disproportionate emphasis placed on transforming the region into a recruiting ground for the colonial military apparatus. Punjabi soldiers formed a significant contingent of the British Indian Army, while Punjabi farmers endured heavy taxation even in times of famine and agricultural distress. As the 20th century dawned, Punjab became a crucible of anti colonial resistance and nationalist fervor. The Gadar movement and the Singh Sabha reform movement galvanized Punjabi sentiment against British rule, with figures like Bhagat Singh emerging as iconic symbols of the struggle for independence. The growing tide of nationalism, however, was complicated by competing visions of Punjab's political future. While some advocated for the region's integration into a unified Indian state, others championed the cause of an independent Punjab or into a unified Indian state. Others championed the cause of an independent Punjab or the creation of a separate Muslim homeland, a vision that would ultimately crystallize into the demand for Pakistan. In 1947, as the British prepared to withdraw from the subcontinent, the partition of Punjab along religious lines became an inescapable reality. The arbitrary demarcation of boundaries between West Punjab, which is now Pakistan, and East Punjab, which is now part of India, set in motion a cataclysmic human tragedy, with millions of Punjabis forced to flee their ancestral homes amid horrific violence and ethnic cleansing. The partition not only sundered the region's geographical and cultural unity but also catalyzed a massive diaspora of Punjabis across the globe as those displaced sought refuge and opportunity in far flung corners of the world. In the aftermath of partition, the trajectories of Punjab's two halves diverged dramatically as the newly formed nation states of India and Pakistan grappled with the challenges of nation building and integrating their respective Punjabi populations. In the Indian Punjab, the post partition era was marked by a concerted effort to rebuild and resettle the influx of refugees while also addressing long standing contested ownership of agricultural land. By the 1960s, the region had emerged as the vanguard of India's Green Revolution, adopting modern farming techniques and high yield crop varieties that transformed Punjab into the nation's breadbasket. However, the rapid pace of agricultural transformation and the resulting inequalities in land ownership and resource distribution sowed the seeds of discontent, culminating in a violent separatist insurgency during the 1980s and 1990s. Led by militant groups seeking greater religious and political autonomy for Punjab, the conflict exacted a heavy toll on the region before being suppressed through a combination of military force and political negotiations. In the aftermath of the turbulent era, Punjab has emerged as one of India's most prosperous and economically vibrant states, driven by a thriving agricultural sector, a burgeoning industrial base, and the remittances of the global Punjabi diaspora. In Pakistan, meanwhile, Punjab assumed a pivotal role as the country's most populous and economically dominant province. Here, the forging of a distinct Punjabi identity was inextricably linked to the broader narrative of Pakistani nationalism, with Islam serving as the primary unifying force rather than ethnic or linguistic affinities. Under successive periods of military rule, Pakistani Punjab consolidated its position as the political and economic core of the nation, often at the expense of tensions and rivalries with smaller provinces like Sindh and Balochistan. Today, Punjab remains the beating heart of Pakistan's agricultural sector, a vital driver of the country's economy, and a key battleground in the ongoing struggles over the distribution of power and resources within the Pakistani Federation. As this sweeping historical odyssey illustrates, the story of Punjab is one of continuous cultural collisions, religious transformations, and political upheavals, a microcosm of the broader South Asian experience condensed into a single fertile region. From the ancient cities of the Indus Valley to the syncretic synthesis of Sikhism, from Islamic rule to the tumultuous era of colonial encounter and partition, Punjab has remained a crucible of civilizations, a crossroads where diverse influences have converged, clashed, and ultimately synthesized into a unique and enduring regional identity. In unpacking this rich and complex narrative, we not only gain a deeper appreciation for the multifaceted tapestry of Punjab's past, but also glean invaluable insights into the broader historical currents that have shaped the Indian subcontinent. The resilience of the Punjabi people, their ability to adapt and synthesize disparate cultural influences, and their enduring spirit in the face of adversity serve as a testament to the enduring legacy of this extraordinary region. As the world grows increasingly interconnected and the boundaries between cultures blur, the story of Punjab offers a powerful reminder of the importance of understanding and embracing the diversity of human experience. It is a tale that transcends geographical boundaries and speaks to the shared narratives that bind us all, narratives of struggle, resilience, and the eternal quest for meaning and belonging. In the end, the land of five rivers emerges not merely as a physical landscape, but as a tapestry woven from the threads of countless stories, a testament to the enduring power of human perseverance and indomitable spirit that has shaped this extraordinary region for millennia. In the next part, we will discuss how Punjab fell from its number one position to 13th or 14th position now, and what can be done for it to regain its earlier glory. Punjab is still a prosperous state, but it has reached a cul-de-sac, if I may say so, as far as economic development is concerned and as far as its social progress is concerned. So let us see how things work out in the second part.